days, finding the right accommodation to rent or buy can be rather daunting. Everyone needs an expert. Everyone needs a friendly expert. And I'm joined today by Mark May, who's an expert from Rent-A-Home, a leading company in renting properties, but renting properties ethically to the right person to suit their lifestyle. Welcome, Mark. Tell me, Mark, what do you actually do? What is your core business?
Trying to find the right property for the people and provide an insight into what the requirements are so that they know at first hand that they're going to be taken care of by somebody who is looking after their interests.
So it's not a question of just finding accommodation and getting people to sign on the bottom line. You really do care about people and their lifestyles.
I really do, when I talk to them, find out a lot about people by asking indirect questions and what their expectations are.
So how long has Rent-A-Home been in business?
16 years, man and boy.
Man and boy. And whereabouts are you based?
Windsor.
And your catchment area is far wider, I understand.
Yes, unlike other agents, I decided that I can cover a wider area, and in later years I found that through the medium of websites I attract a much wider field of interest.
So although you've got traditional values in estate agency and finding people accommodation, you have embraced modern technology such as the internet.
It's the saving grace for the way that I'm going with the business.
Mark, there are big businesses out there doing similar work to what you do. What makes you different?
Number one, it's me that you deal with. And in the larger companies, that you might be dealing with a chain of people all doing specific functions.
So this means you can work quite fast in your own, well, personal style, personal way.
That's correct. Because I'm the person that you deal with, I'm aware of what difficulties might be arising in an application, and that can be talked through and got round before any damage is done.
So you can really help people with the legalities as well.
Yes, that's very important that they should know beforehand what kind of contract that they're going to be signing. And it's a requirement of the National Association of Estate Agents that the procedures are made clear to people.
So you not only deal with people on a one-to-one basis, but you also deal with larger companies that are wanting to find accommodation, say for their employees.
Yes, and that does produce difficulties in as much that primarily it's somebody in the personnel department that is trying to find accommodation for people who are coming in from overseas, when in fact you should be really talking to those people for what they are looking for.
So you not only deal with people on a one-to-one basis, but you will also deal with large companies who are wanting to find accommodation for their employees.
That's correct. It's always better and more fruitful to talk to the individual who will be renting the accommodation.
So Mark, how do you see the future of renting property as opposed to buying property?
People are going to be constrained by the costs, and right now renting is a more secure form of obtaining accommodation rather than buying, which is a little uncertain for the next few years.
Mark, you're Rent-A-Home, so where's Rent-A-Home going in the future?
By diversifying and putting in place procedures that will help large management companies as a local force.
But still with the personal touch.
Providing assistance to them and guidance.
Mark May, Rent-A-Home, thank you very much indeed.